everyone, this is FaZe and welcome to my channel. Back in October of 2022, I purchased the Apple Watch Ultra. And it was one of those things that I purchased and I knew it was something I was going to return because Apple was marketing this as a watch for adventurers and people who like to go on excursions and hardcore athletes and stuff like that. And I am none of those. So I knew clearly from day one, this watch is not made for me because of the way Apple was marketing it. But I did find the watch to look very cool. I mean, for the first time ever, you're getting an Apple Watch with a flat display, a different design overall, titanium. It just looks really, really cool. And I wanted to get it just to try it out and to review it. Well, when I got it, I thought the watch was ginormous and it just wasn't for me. That's at least what I thought initially. But like with any product, you have to give it some time and you have to use that device or gadget on a daily basis to really gather your thoughts. So for weeks, I was wearing the Apple Watch Ultra and I knew I wasn't gonna like it. And that's where I went wrong because I absolutely ended up loving this new Apple Watch Ultra. And there are 3 reasons why I like this Apple Watch. Now, reason number 1, an all new design. Like I said, for the first time ever, you're getting an Apple Watch that looks different from any Apple Watch before it. You're getting a device with a flat display and it's made out of titanium. It's a little chunkier, yes, but it looks really cool with its orange action button and also where the digital crown and that side button is. It's in its own little placement with a slight protrusion, so it looks really cool. It almost gives an impression of a classic watch, like a Rolex or something where the crown, protrudes a little bit out of the watch. So I really like the look of the Apple Watch Ultra. Yes, it's far more durable and it's technically designed for adventurers and athletes and stuff like that, but I don't get why a casual non-athlete, a non-adventurer like me could not appreciate the look and feel of this new Apple Watch. And a lot of people who have looked at it have said, yeah, it's very big, but it's really cool looking. And another thing about the design is the fact that this is rare. You still don't see a lot of people out there wearing an Apple Watch Ultra. So that brings in its own unique factor that you're wearing something that not a lot of people have. Apple Watch has become very mainstream. Millions and millions of people are wearing it. And with this, I feel like I'm kind of exclusive, like it's kind of cool. I have friends, when they first looked at it, they're like, what is that? My Apple Watch doesn't look like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's the Apple Watch Ultra. So there's like that cool factor because it's rare and kind of unique right now. So that's another reason why I like this design, for its uniqueness. So I really like this new design. And of course, this design incorporates a much larger display, which is reason number 2. Now you see, whenever I've purchased an Apple Watch, I've always gone for the smaller version because I have a very small wrist. But anyways, I've always gone for the smaller one because I think it just looks far more natural on my wrist. So when I got the Apple Watch Ultra, not only is it the biggest Apple Watch Apple has ever produced, it looked gigantic on my wrist. But at the same time, I'm the same guy who wears like a Rolex or a nice Movado, a nice classic watch, and those have always been around 48, 49 millimeters. So this is 49 millimeters and I found it big, yet I've worn big classic watches. And then I realized it's because I'm not used to wearing a big Apple Watch. I'm not used to wearing a large screen gadget on my wrist that shows me notifications and reminders and stuff like that. But guess what? I fell in love with this larger display. It's not necessary that you can view more content, but everything is just bigger. Like reading text messages on this is much better. Like I barely take out my iPhone anymore because I can clearly read the messages. Everything's larger and easier to read on the Apple Watch Ultra. And the same goes for mail. Sometimes I just, pull up my wrist, go through some, latest mails that I just got on my mail app on my Apple Watch, dismiss it, read it, respond to it right from the watch. And so for that reason alone, I like the bigger screen, perform more functions on it. I can read better on it. And there's a lot of tasks I can just complete with my Apple Watch Ultra and not even use my iPhone. So that's really, really cool. The bigger screen does come handy. And the third reason is the battery life. This Apple Watch Ultra has killer battery life. Like I charged this and by day 3, I'm at like 12%. But like I said, I'm at day 3. And yes, sometimes I'll enable the low power saving mode that Apple has, which, prolongs the battery life, but I barely turn that on. In fact, most of the times I don't have it on and I get at least 2 days of battery life with the Apple Watch Ultra. So when I'm traveling or I'm going somewhere, I don't need to worry about plugging this in every single night. So overall, I'm in love with the Apple Watch Ultra. And like I said, I don't use it for any of the reasons that Apple is marketing it for. But I love it for its design, its big display, and the great battery life. And of course, what's really cool about it is the fact that it's also very durable. So it does have this cool sapphire crystal display that's super durable and titanium housing. That's really cool. And of course, there's a lot of features that are exclusive to this that are not on the other Apple Watches. So you've kind of, in a way, future-proofed yourself when you buy the Apple Watch Ultra, because you have additional features that, who knows, might come handy in a year or two from now. But overall, this is a watch I really love. And if you're on the fence of getting it or not because you're not an athlete or you're just a casual Apple Watch wearer, then try it out. Like, wear it, see if you like it. If you don't, return it, but you might fall in love with it just like the way I did. This is something that I can't live without, and I absolutely love it. But at the end of the day, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about the Apple Watch Ultra? Is it something that you own, something that you want to buy, or just flat out hate? Whatever your comments are, leave it down below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Till then, I'll see you next time.